Why, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Truly Odd podcast, where we bring you the latest in game news and movie news. I am your host, Joe Garcia. So grab your controllers, get your popcorn, and let's go ahead and dive right on in, shall we? Starting with our game news topics of the day. Our first topic of the day is we have about a 3 minute gameplay of Painkiller, specifically the Cathedral Bridge gameplay. It seems to be a multiplayer shooter. I've never heard of this game until I saw these 3 minutes. So let's go ahead and take a look at these 3 minutes, shall we? And before we continue, I do have a bit of a raspy throat. I think I'm catching something, so I might be pausing to take some drinks here and there. So forgive me, guys. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of this gameplay, shall we? Now, YouTube's a bit of a bitch, so I can't show you guys everything. So I'll talk over things. But for now, I'm gonna put myself on mute to help clear my throat. So let's go ahead and take a look. Now, everything going on here seems pretty hectic to me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know the context of this game or anything. It just looks like a fun shooter you can play with your friends online, which, of course, I enjoy. Nothing more better than playing with friends online, especially when you don't get to visit. I have friends across the country, some in Detroit, some in New York, so it's fun to get to play with them and have some time to bond, even though you guys are so far apart. And this seems like a game where you could definitely do that. Seems pretty intriguing. I like shooters, so might be something that we might have to take a look at one of these days, as far as being my friend group. But let me know what you guys think of this 3 minute gameplay. And have you heard of the Painkiller franchise? It's my first hearing about it. So I think, if I remember correctly, there was an original one that came out a while back. So I don't know if this is a remake or the same game or not, but I just found this gameplay to be pretty intriguing and I enjoyed watching it. So let me know what you guys are thinking about this so far. I love games like this where there's just so much chaos, so much going on at once, and your heart's pumping. You're just trying to clear the area, and you're just trying to keep your checkpoint cleared and your friends alive. And I love games like this, so this stuff has seemed very intriguing to me. But let me know what you guys think of this gameplay. Have you heard of this game? We're going to stop here. If you want to watch it all for yourself, I'll have everything linked in the description down below if you're curious and taking a look at it for yourself. So go ahead and do that, excuse me, when you guys have time. Let's go ahead and jump right into our next game news topic of the day. And our next game news topic is the Battlefield 6 trailer just dropped about an hour ago as of recording of this video. So let's go ahead and take a look. Now, I can't play it because there is music playing over it. I have watched it already. So I'm going to play it in the background as I talk over it. So let's go ahead and put it on mute. So the one thing I enjoyed is this does seem to be a campaign-esque game, and as you can see here, there seems to be battles going on on U.S. soil. The president has bruises on his wrist, probably from punching a table, getting frustrated or something like that. So this does seem very intriguing. Excuse me, guys. So I do like that they're bringing it to U.S. campaign stuff like that. Maybe we'll be able to play in New York City. It seems like. I believe later on in this trailer we get to see like one of the probably the Brooklyn Bridge get shot down, uh, and I just think that's interesting. Yeah, I believe this is a New York setting, so we will be worldwide spread, and I'm excited. I was hoping for a little more from this trailer, as far as like maybe some gameplay, maybe some just something. Right now, it's just mostly cinematics, which, I mean, it does look beautiful and things look very hectic and chaotic, and it's very exciting. But I was just hoping for a little more. Maybe hopefully later on we'll get like a breakdown of some gameplay, an overview or something like that, so we can check it out. But I do like that it seems that we're getting a campaign. Fingers crossed. Nothing's guaranteed as of yet. But I have been always enjoyed campaign-esque games, especially for the Call of Duty and Battlefield franchise. So I'm hoping it's a return to form instead of just typical online game, but we'll have to wait and see for when the game comes out. And I'm hoping these game modes are as epic as they usually are for Battlefield. Battlefield's my favorite shooter franchise. Nothing wrong with Call of Duty necessarily. I just, maybe because I worked for like 2 years of my career, 3 years of my career, that I just kind of fell off from Call of Duty after that. Kind of got a little bored of it. And, something different to do. But yeah, I'm loving this trailer. A bit underwhelming as far as hoping to see gameplay aspects of it. But other than that, I typically enjoyed what I saw. But what do you guys think? Did you enjoy the Battlefield 6 trailer? Are you looking forward to seeing anything? And also, it looks like we're going to get a reveal for multiplayer coming on the 31st. So, if that's the case, I'm hoping that means this was the campaign trailer. So, again, all pointing to having a campaign. I'll probably do a little more research into Battlefield going forward so we can get some more details about that. But yeah, what do you guys think of this trailer? Did you enjoy it? Moving on to our excuse me, next game news topic of the day. It looks like we have the first 30 minutes of Wuchang Fallen Feather and other aspects of the game, like it being apparently review bombed on Steam. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at some of this gameplay, shall we? I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead to some actual gameplay footage so you guys could check that out instead of seeing the whole story. It does seem to be a Soul-esque type game, so I'm really enjoying that aspect of it. So it might be a game I have to pick up today. It does drop today if you guys are interested in purchasing it, but apparently there are issues with the PC version, which we'll get into after we see some of this footage. So let's go ahead and keep watching. Sorry, I'm skipping ahead here, guys. I just want you guys to see more combat. I can't sit here for the whole 30 minutes and show you everything. So we're going to jump into this combat section and check this out. What are you guys thinking about the art style so far? I really enjoy this art style. It looks very interesting. It looks really creepy too, so I enjoy that aspect. It reminds me of the Monkey King game, the Black Myth Wukong game. What are you guys thinking so far of the fighting style and things like that? I'm somewhat enjoying it. I'm curious if you'll be able to have different weapon choices later on in the game and switch weapons. But let's go ahead and jump ahead and see if that's the case, shall we? We're not going to be able to watch the entirety, so let's go ahead and see. Looks like we got some other upgrades and stuff like that. But if you guys are interested in checking out the full 30 minutes, go ahead and everything will be in the description down below for you guys to check out. But this does look like a fun, entertaining game and probably a game I will be purchasing. But all that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the next section of the same topic, and that is what is going on with the Steam version of the game. Currently, it has a very high, excuse me, guys, sorry about that, a very high player count with 114,000 people downloading it and playing it on Steam currently. But it looks like it is mostly getting negative reviews with about, let's see here, over 6,500 reviews, and 21% of that seems to be positive, which is not good. That means most of the reviews are going negative. Seems that they're having issues with performance. I guess some of the combat is wonky and clunky, and just things aren't looking good for overall Steam users. Now, that video we just watched was, I believe, recorded on a PS5. If you could see some of the button pressings and stuff like that. So it looks like the PlayStation's not seeing that many issues, but again, I haven't really looked into seeing how they're performing. So if you're going to plan on buying this on PC, I'd probably wait for some updates and some upgrades coming in from the game. I think the studio probably will release a statement, if they haven't already, about fixes and things that they want to work on. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this, and are you sad to see this game get review bombed like this? I wouldn't necessarily call it review bombed. Review bombing is more if players are just talking shit for no reason. At least that's my interpretation of review bombing. This seems to be legitimized by performance issues and things like that people are seeing for the game. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Moving on to our next game news topic of the day, and I think you guys saw it from our opening picture here. It looks like we are going to be getting a new Lollipop Chainsaw game that is currently being developed by the original studio, Dragami, which is a Japanese studio. So it looks like they are currently developing a new Lollipop Chainsaw game. If you haven't played the original Lollipop Chainsaws, they're very fun zombie games where you play this anime-esque cheerleader with a chainsaw, and you go around attacking and building up your score as you play along with the game, if you see from some of these images. Very fun, entertaining game. I played it a long time ago. I haven't played this game in years, probably since like 2013 maybe. I'm not exactly sure when's the last time I played this game, maybe over 10 years ago. But I think it's a great idea for the studio to bring in a maybe, I don't know if it's going to be a sequel game or just a new retelling of Lollipop Chainsaw, but whatever they're going to plan on doing for the game, I do think it's great that they're going to bring this franchise back, because it is a fun franchise. It is entertaining. And I think other games did pretty well, like Evil Dead, not Evil Dead, is it Dead Rises? Hold on. I'm not, I'm like, my brain is not working because I'm getting sick. Dead Rising. They did the remake of Dead Rising, or the remaster, or whatever you want to call it, and that did pretty well. So I'm sure that studios like similar games like this, Lollipop Chainsaw, are excited to bring games like this forward to see what else is being, what else they want to develop for their franchise and move things forward. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for another Lollipop Chainsaw game? Moving on to our next video game topic. So Ghost of Yotei is going to be coming out, but it looks like they're not going to be including the Legends game mode on the initial launch. So this comes to us from Game Rant. Yeah, it looks like the first initial launch of the game will not include the Ghost of Tsushima's Legends game mode that you played via multiplayer. Now, this game will include multiplayer, but just the Legends game mode doesn't seem to be something that they will be including as of yet. I'm sure that as the game goes on and they continue development, Legends will be included. Nothing's been listed as off the table for Legends game mode, so hopefully that will be the case, because I really did enjoy that multiplayer mode, and I thought the multiplayer aspect of Ghost of Tsushima was very surprising. You get a nice single player campaign, which has no reason to have multiplayer. So the fact that they even introduced that into Ghost of Tsushima with the Legends game mode and other multiplayer modes was very entertaining. So I think that it's a great idea for them to incorporate that into the new game, even if it does take them time to reintroduce Legends, which I'm totally fine with because I'm more interested in the campaign aspect of this, but the multiplayer side will be fun, and hopefully we will be able to see that progress as the game continues to unfold over the years and over the months. I think it's going to be very successful, and I do look forward to playing Ghost of Yotei. Still my most anticipated game of the rest of the year. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Are you saddened that they're not going to be including the Legends game mode uh, initially on launch, or are you looking forward to more of the campaign and want to check that out later whenever they decide to incorporate it? Let me know what you guys think. Forgive me, guys. Hold on. Didn't want to bust your guys' eardrum with me coughing for a second. Moving on to our done with our game news topics of the day. Going to go ahead and move on to our movie news topics of the day. And our first topic of the day is One Battle After Another, the Leonardo DiCaprio movie. I think it's by Paul W.S. Anderson, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look that up. Should have looked that up beforehand, but hey, sometimes we're doing it live. I like that. So yeah, Paul Thomas Anderson. I said W.S. didn't I? Paul Thomas Anderson. My apologies. Is currently directing this. Not currently. Is the director of this film. He's done There Will Be Blood, Boogie Nights, a bunch of other movies. But the initial trailer for this movie dropped, and it was not a good trailer. It seemed a bit funny with not Antonio Banderas, with not Guillermo del Toro. Oh my god, my mind is so screwed right now, guys. Forgive me. I'm gonna just keep one battle after another up just in case I'm forgetting people's names. Benicio del Toro, Jesus, oh my god. Anyways, with Benicio del Toro's character seemed to be pretty funny at the end, where they say "Viva la Revolucion." He closes the thing and the thing folds over, so that was pretty funny and entertaining when you saw that part. But overall, the movie seems to be underwhelming with that first trailer. But now we have a new trailer that gives us more of the story and what's being told, and it seems like, while this guy started his relationship with the revolution, he kind of got out of it, and now his daughter is kind of getting dragged into what his wife's past and his past was, and he has to go and kind of rescue her and prevent her from getting dragged further into this revolution or whatever they were doing. So now we have more of a story base of what's going on, and this trailer was a lot more interesting than the first one. I was definitely not interested in the movie with the first trailer, and I was not going to check it out. But this one got me more intrigued and got me a little more interested in what story is being told, and I might have to check it out. I think I'm going to need at least one more trailer to really capture me for me to go see this movie. But as of right now, I'm not super interested. I was at a 0, now I'm about 50%. So I need something to get me over that hump to at least 51%. I don't see movies unless they get over at least 51 to 60%, because other than that, what's the point? Unless I want to bring you guys a review or something like that. So let me know if you guys want me to watch it anyways, to bring you a review of it or not. But yeah, this trailer was a lot better. Go ahead and check it out and let me know what you guys think, if you think it's a better trailer than the first one. Moving over to our next movie news topic of the day. It looks like Shrinking has wrapped season 3 filming, which I'm very excited about. Harrison Ford has stated that the crew is the very, very best, which this article comes to us from Deadline. Now, if you want to hear more about the Emmy nominated show and things like that from Jason Segel, Apple TV Plus, go ahead and check out this article if you're interested in hearing about it. But what I'm here to talk about more is just the excitement that season 3 is done, and hopefully we'll be getting it on Apple TV Plus pretty soon. From when I read in this article, I didn't see an initial release date, but I'm hoping we'll be getting it towards the December of this year. I think season 2 was released in December, if I'm not mistaken. Ahead of season 2 final in December. Yeah, so I'm hoping December, at the end of this year, we will be getting season 3, because I love Shrinking. If you haven't seen Shrinking, oh, forgive me, clicked the wrong thing. If you guys haven't seen Shrinking on Apple TV Plus, I highly, highly recommend it. It is one of the best shows that they have out there. It's just full of great characters, funny situations, serious drama, all at the same time. You love these characters. You want to continue living with these characters, and I'm so happy we're getting a season 3. And hopefully, it does well enough for a season 4, because I just want to continue living with these characters and watching them progress in their lives and seeing all their drama unfold, because it is a phenomenal show. So I cannot wait, and congratulations to them for wrapping season 3. Moving on to our next movie news topic of the day. It looks like we have John Wick filmmaker Chad Stahelski is looking to produce an adaptation of Calexit, a comic book adaptation. So, if you haven't heard of Calexit, it is a comic book based on if California kind of exceeded from uh, the United States, and war and drama ensues. If you want to see some of the visuals, this imagery I think is cool from issue 1, where you see the Universal Studios logo here and the thing, and then there's war going on. You can see it's right here outside of Universal Studios. So yeah, Chad Stahelski, who's a John Wick, of course, one of the directors and creators of the franchise. He is looking to adapt it and produce it. I think this is great. He has very great sensibilities. His action-oriented filmmaking is very good. I'm actually hoping he can end up directing the film, because I think he would really take hold of this project and really hopefully bring it to life and better than other directors will, especially with the action and things of that sort. Now, nothing's guaranteed. They still don't have anything as far as a studio backing them or anything. This is just them looking to produce the movie initially. Hopefully, find place at a studio. But with this opening image, let me pull that back up. With this opening image of Calexit being in Universal, and call it Battle for Universal City, I would love for Universal to be involved in this film and possibly do the filming outside of Universal Studios or inside Universal Studios. I think a lot could be done. There should be so many creative things as far as the filmmaking process for this movie. So this is very exciting. And honestly, I have never read the comic. I've just heard of it. So this got me more excited to even read the comic. Let me know what you guys think. Have you heard of Calexit? Is it something you guys are interested in reading now that you know more about it? And are you excited to see a film adaptation of it at that? And are you happy Chad Stahelski, John Wick filmmaker, is taking over, at least as producer? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Moving over to our next movie news topic of the day. It looks like we have a bit of an update for the Michael Jackson biopic. Uh, Initially, the issues with the Michael Jackson biopic, it was supposed to be released in, hold on, I think I have it here in our opening image, October 3rd, 2025. However, it got delayed to apparently April 24th, 2026. That is the hopefully release date for this movie. We're going to have to wait and see. So the initial problems with this film was they finished filming, everything was good to go for the October release, but then some legal things came up where they filmed some of this movie thinking they can incorporate some of the names and characters of some of the allegations that were done with the children of the allegations that Michael Jackson went through. But legally, they were not allowed to use them in any way, so they had to go back and reshoot and refilm and redo things in a different way for the movie. Now, I don't know if this is going to change the movie's narrative overall, or if it's just that minor aspect that needs to be changed. Hard to say, but they definitely had to delay it an extra year so they can fix all those issues and get things right legally for the release in hopefully 2026. Now, there was rumors it might even take till 2027, but it looks like we do have a release date with April 24th, 2026, and I'm very excited to see this film. I'm a big fan of Michael Jackson. I love his music. I love his story. His story is wild and crazy. Now, regarding the allegations, I don't know if he did or did not do any of that and any of those things, but I'm excited to see what story is being told and where this will all end up going as far as his biopic. Now, there's a lot of controversy behind it, whether they're going to just tell the good side of his biopic or the bad side. I was kind of happy they decided to delve into that aspect of his life and really see where they decide to take it. Now, I don't know if they're going to give us definitive answers or anything like that, but I'm interested in where it'll go. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited to see the Michael Jackson biopic, or do you finally happy we have a release date for this movie? And moving on to our last movie news topic of the day. It looks like we are getting a Booster Gold series being done at HBO Max. It's currently in development. Now, if you don't know who Booster Gold, he's a very fantastical character in the DC comics. So, uh, he's a very interesting character at that. He's very funny, very a boy. I guess you can say it's kind of their Deadpool, I guess you can say, depending on the comic version that you're reading of the character. But yeah, a lot of things great with this. It looks like they're getting the one of the creators of Our Flag It Means Death, which is that pirate kind of funny show that I've heard a lot of great things about. Now I haven't seen it myself, but I've heard wonderful things about it, so maybe it'll be a good chance to take a look at that before this series is going to be released. But yeah, how exciting for a Booster Gold show to be in development. I think this is going to be good for the look on DC, where we have Peacemaker, now Booster Gold, and hopefully that'll lead more into the DC EU, and hopefully we'll be able to see Booster Gold come out in a film later on down the lines. But let me know what you guys think. Are you excited to see a HBO series for Booster Gold? And yeah, that does it. That's a wrap for today's episode of the Truly Odd Podcast, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe. And if, yeah, hold on. Let me double check something real quick. Yeah, please like and subscribe if you like the episode, guys. And always remember, stay true, be odd.